Welcome, everybody, to the All in Our Heads podcast. We do this every week. Me and my boy, Joe Fernandez. We are live also on Facebook, and I think we're going to be able to go across a lot of platforms. This week we weren't live, but going forward, you're going to see us live every week. We want to welcome new listeners. We got new listeners from Tennessee, Indiana, Ohio, Georgia, Illinois, Kentucky, Colorado, Louisiana. We don't know how we reached you, but we're really glad we did, and welcome aboard.
I think it's the Facebook Live. I think going live, people are starting to see us, but however you found us, we appreciate it, and we hope you share it with your friends and help get us more listeners. If you are listening to this, a lot of people get this link when I post it on Facebook, but if you want an easier way to listen to the podcast than just whenever you see my link in Facebook, download the Laughable app in the App Store. It's available for iPhone, and I believe it's available for Android now, someone told me, but I can't confirm that.
Oh, I will let you know. I will let you know.
And you can subscribe to the podcast as well as mine and Mike's individual accounts on there and hear when we're on other people's podcasts. So you'll just get a notification when we upload a new episode. If you don't want to use Laughable, we also are on iHeartRadio, which is another good one, or just your regular iTunes, Google Play, Castbox, Stitcher, everywhere. But we prefer Laughable. Laughable is good because they really support a lot of comedians. So go to laughable.com/download. This was a good episode this week. We skipped last week. We had a lot going on in our lives. We just couldn't get it together, but we're back with a good episode. We just shoot the shit about basic stuff going on in our lives. Then we get into like a heated discussion about addiction because a reporter from New Jersey 101.5 named Judy Franco, she wrote some garbage article about how addiction is not a disease, and we take exception to this article that she wrote. So that's the bulk of what our episode is about.
Yeah.
So if you're into that, enjoy this episode.
You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Hello?
Yo, got you now.
I just had to restart everything.
Yeah.
I was hearing everything, but when I looked at the preferences for microphone, when I spoke, like, you know how the meter will move?
Yeah.
It wasn't moving at all.
Oh, yeah, that means it's not moving. Not getting metering sounds.
Yeah. That's
I don't see your video, though.
Why not?
Because you didn't get that one working either on your little restart. There you go. Tech Mike. Tech Mike talk. Mike Tech talk. Mike's Tech hot corner. Cold.
It's funny. That's what I do. I mean, I fix electronics for a living, like, you know, my part-time job.
Yeah.
And I can't ever get my computer right.
Yeah.
And I probably don't do the job right either, but so far so good. No one's fired me yet.
Yeah. Just been walking out, be like, I just throw my fingers on the keyboard and shit just fixes itself.
I have to like take things apart, look at boards, put plugs in the right spot. Like most of it's like laid out. It's very simple. You know what I mean? Like audio jack, you can see it's loose. Just put it back in, and then shit's working. It's very simple.
Yeah.
But,
go back to your old video game days. Have you tried blowing in it yet? Did you blow in it and shake it?
I'm out then. It didn't work. I'm out.
I mean,
that's my troubleshooting list.
Yeah. Literally, though, I've troubleshot with people over the phone, like video editing stuff with their computers. I'll be like, all right, is it plugged in?
No, you got to start.
Like, you got to start because people are like, oh.
But like this job, like say I go to the Beats headset and Pill speaker display, and I put one of the headsets on and it's not working. I go into this job has videos for troubleshoot everything. So you hit the video and it'll say, all right, start by opening this panel.
What's that clicking noise coming from you? There's some
You still hear it?
No. Are you playing with like a soda can or something?
Do you still hear it?
I just heard it just then.
How about now? Tell me when you hear it.
Right there.
I'm hitting my earpiece, maybe? It's echoing?
Yeah, that's not good.
All right.
All right, Tech Mike, come on, man.
I'm troubleshooting.
You can't hit the thing you're talking into.
So this makes the noise?
Yeah, that's a noise, yeah. That's
All right.
I'm not... It's just too distracting when you're talking because it's just clicking. I'm like, is this on my end? What the fuck is this? And it's not.
But you don't
It's
hear
on
it
your-
anymore, right? It's over.
Right now, it's over.
All right, so I put the thing down, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so the video will walk you through steps, and it'll start as so simple as is the power on. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it doesn't go right to the hardest problem. It's like, is it plugged in? And you're like, no, it's not plugged in. Like,
Yeah.
okay. But I get credit for that. The way the Target this program works is, my company is hired by Target to maintain all their displays, interactive displays.
Yeah.
So I get paid regardless, but the way my company can justify their job is by me fixing things. So I have like an app on my phone that walks me through every display. So when I get the display, the first question like it'll ask, is it there? Yes. And then once I say yes, the next it'll drop down another question. Is it clean and not damaged? Yes. Okay, next question. Is it functioning? And functioning, is it powered on? I mean, is it doing what it's supposed to do?
Yeah.
So there's the display, the connected home display with the U lighting and like the almost like Alexa, but the other like that lights up you can do like your smart house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like there's the light bulb.
Google Home.
It's like Google Home.
Sonos.
So you don't throw every word that you've seen on television.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know the goddamn name of it. It's just. But there's one of the displays.
He doesn't know the name of it. He just has to fix it.
Exactly.
What do you fix it? The thing over there. Yeah, there you go. Times for details. Is it working? What? The thing. What's the name of it? Who gives a shit? Just bring me there. The thing with the lights to turn the house. Where's that display, Target?
Well, the light bulb. Oh, it's the Nest. The Nest.
Oh, the Nest. Yeah, fuck the Nest.
So the light bulb, people in the stores don't like it on, like in the electronics department, because it's bright. So they always go over and like there's a little magnetic, like price tag. If you pick it up, underneath there is a switch to turn it off. They always turn it off. So when I come to the store, it asks me, "Is that working?" I have to say no because it's not working. And then it drops down a bunch of things I got to answer. Did you get it powered on? And then if I click yes, all I did was open it up, click the button, and turn the light on. Mm-hmm. My company gets credit from Target. Target's like, oh, that was a fix. He fixed it.
Oh, okay.
So it justifies me being there because the company Nest is paying.
I lost you. I lost your audio. I lost your. We don't hear you talking anymore. Hold on, let me see if it's on my end. Fucking garbage. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it was on my end.
Yeah, there you go.
We're not in my studio. I'm in the other studio, and at home I have my shit. This is just.
Ixnay on where you're at. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah.
Just me turning a light bulb on, and then I have to do the TV wall, maintain the TV wall. And sometimes I'll come on and the TV's off. I just put it on, and that's a credit as a fix. I fixed it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So
but they call you like something's broken, come fix it.
No.
Or you just show? Could you just show up, unplug it, and be like, "Yo, I plugged that shit back in," and then
they don't care.
Getting credits.
The employees don't care. Sometimes I'll turn the TV off. They don't give a fuck.
You see like security cam of you just turning off electronics, going out for lunch, coming back, turning them all back on. Mike acts like he's a real tech genius and he's turning on and off televisions. Fuck. Oh man, the fuck. All right, I gotta call you back, dude. This shit's not working right. I'll call you back.
Okay.
Fuck. fucking piece of shit. All right, we're gonna see if that fixed it. Oh my god, so annoying. I hate technology. Try and call Mike Gaffney back.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Nah, I had to restart Skype because it kept changing the settings on its own because it sucks balls. So I'm not editing today. So people, if you're new to the All in Our Heads podcast, you're just gonna have to deal with the little glitches that could happen from time to time because, you know.
Sometimes we have technical problems, and if you're a new listener, you might be like, "What the hell kind of operation am I listening to?" But if you're an old listener, they appreciate the technical problems. So new listeners, you're going to like them. You're going to be like, oh, that's just part of who they are.
Yeah, it makes us genuine. We're not some hokey horse shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
We're not, you know.
We're down-home cooking.
Yeah, we're meat and potatoes operation.
Operation here,
you know what I mean?
We stand for the flag.
We
That's
stand
what we're
for the flag.
Oh, man.
It's fucking raining, and I hate it. I hate rain. I don't know, rain just, like, I don't want to do nothing. And, like, I wake up, it's raining, and I'm like,
Joe.
What?
Joe.
What?
There's so many things that happen in the globe and in this world that make you not want to do anything.
I know, but rain's at the top. Like, okay, other than rain, when do I?
I
don't mind the cold. I like cold.
Right.
I don't mind heat. Rain. The world should shut down for rain. I've probably said this before. I'm sounding a broken record, but it's like especially if it's buckets. Like if it's like weatherman says tomorrow's going to be like an inch of rain an hour coming down. There should be discretionary global holidays. You know what I mean? Where it's like, all right, listen, New Jersey's going to be swamped with water. Why go out on the road and kill people? Go out if you have to. Just stay home in the rain, binge watch TV. This is America. We're giving it back to you.
No, I agree with that. I mean, I support that movement. I'll vote for that. There's no better time to take a nap. Like right before we started this, it started to really come down. It was hitting the air conditioner and hitting the windows and hitting the fan. I'm like, oh, this is curl up under the covers and nap time.
Yeah.
This ain't podcast time.
No. I got up this morning, had something to do, and my wife's all comfortable. I just wanted to nudge her just to get like, why do I have to be the only one not sleeping?
Sorry, babe.
Oh, sorry, I tripped on you. Why are you walking on the bed? I don't know.
I don't know. It's Sunday.
I was
Sorry.
looking for the remote. Why'd you have to stand to do that?
Did you get a new Fitbit?
No, I got a new band.
Okay.
Yeah, because my old band broke.
Broke?
I guess it wore away, like the connection by the fucking where the watch
loop
part is.
Yeah. Oh, up by where the band connects to the watch.
Yeah, it was kind of rigorous exercises. Wear that shit away. I didn't. You were making me brag. I didn't want to. You brought it up. I was perfectly content not telling people what happened with my Fitbit, but when you're stepping like I'm stepping.
So, like, describe your rigorous workout.
Oh, I hike hills and shit. Go to the gym, treadmills, fucking ellipticals.
Yeah? Have you been going to the gym?
Occasionally.
When's the last time?
No, I hike every day, but I go to the gym about one day a week.
You said you drew gym into your rigorous workout.
About one day a week, I go to the gym lately.
Okay.
Which is good for me.
That's
it went
awesome.
from no days a week, so one day a week, I'm moving in a positive direction.
Can't get 7 days a week if you don't go 1 day a week.
Bro, I yell that when I get into the gym. Everyone stares at me. But
when they always got to relook for your name.
Yeah.
Why does your name not come up? Oh, I don't come often.
I had a funny thing happen to me the other night that I turned into a joke on stage last night. because I'm sitting there the other night. I bought peanut M&Ms and I'm lifting them into my mouth, and while I'm lifting them, my Fitbit hits 10,000 steps. And I'm like, I guess I eat candy lefty.
Yeah.
I never knew I was a lefty candy eater. So that's why I said on stage last night, I'm like, I'm not saying this thing's not totally accurate. But
I had the Fitbit. I still have it, but I got I don't know if I showed you last night. I got the Samsung Gear 3 watch.
Samsung Gear 3.
It's a watch.
It's a smartwatch.
A smartwatch.
Nice. Tracks steps and shit.
It tracks everything, just like a Fitbit, but it also has my emails on it, everything on it.
Oh, how much is that thing?
$1,700. No, it was.
That's very pricey, Mike.
Do you need that type of technology?
$1,700.
No, it's $60 extra a month for the next 6 months, and then it's done. You know what I mean? So I pay for it for 6 months, and then it's mine.
Okay, so 60 times 6 is what it costs?
Yeah.
Okay.
380? What is that? 380?
360.
360?
Yeah.
360. But it's a nice watch. My watch broke, so I was going to go buy a new watch.
Yeah.
So I was going to probably I wanted to get a decent watch. So I would have spent like $150 or $200. Like, I never really had a great watch before. Mm-hmm. 100 to 150 is the biggest I've ever spent on a watch. Yeah. So that's what I was going to have to buy because it got water in it. It won't go away. It's damaged.
Yeah.
So when I was when I was working at Target, I saw this on display. I don't have to maintain this thing, but I saw it. I was like, oh, that's a nice looking watch. So I went to my Verizon to look at it. And I was going to get my tablet isn't working well, so I was going to maybe trade in my tablet, get a new tablet. Uh-huh. I looked at the watch. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I need a watch. Fuck a tablet. I don't use the tablet anyhow, really. Yeah. So I'll get a watch. This way I can – I like the Fitbit. I just hated having a Fitbit on one end on my wrist and a watch on my left.
Well, the Fitbit is a watch, too.
Yeah, it's not – I like a watch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Fitbit just didn't do it for me as a watch. Yeah. You know, so I like a watch-looking item. You know what I mean? I need a round watch.
Yeah, I never liked watches in the past, but I've gotten used to the Fitbit on my wrist. I thought about getting the Apple Watch.
Yeah, I mean, the Apple Watch is nice.
Because now it's cellular, so you can.
Yeah, that's what this is. This is cellular. I can have all, like, if I have my phone, like, say I'm leaving it in the car and I'm just going in the store real quick, besides Bluetooth connected, it also has its own cell phone number. So any call that comes into my phone can get forwarded to my watch if I don't have my phone with me or if my phone dies. Okay. You know what I mean? So that I can respond texting. It just sucks texting on it because you have to do it either the old style. Remember the old style, like with the number pad? Like
fuck that.
Or you can write with your finger. You can write words. Yeah. And then it'll when you stop writing, it'll put it up to the text. I just don't know how to space yet. I haven't learned how to space. So if I do write, it's like one big word.
What's it called? The Samsung what?
Samsung Gear 3 Classic.
And you can't speak it in?
Oh, I can speak into it. Yeah, I can speak it in. I did that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that technology is not perfected on most watches or most devices yet. The fucking voice to text.
Well, actually, it works pretty good. I did that too. I mean, what I want to do is I don't have a Bluetooth. What I was thinking about I want to do is hook my Bluetooth up to the watch. Okay. I don't want to walk around talking to my watch like I'm fucking, get smart here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tracy.
Yeah, I don't. But I'm not going to use a lot. I don't think I'm going to use it that much. Right. For that. It's just good to have when my phone does die. It's good to be able to say I'm waiting for a text or an email. My phone's dead. At least I can get it to my watch. Yeah. No, I'm probably, maybe I'll ask for the Apple Watch for Christmas. I think that's what I'll do. There you go.
There I go. So I know you wanted to get a tablet, but you're like, I don't need a tablet.
Right.
That's like I was going to buy myself a MacBook Pro because I had some extra money thrown my way that I wasn't expecting. Right. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Free fucking money. But then I really do need a sectional couch for my living room. I'm like, I need a new couch. My couch. Right. So I'm like, So I told Carrie, I'm like, I'm just going to get a couch. She's like, I thought you really wanted to get yourself a laptop. I'm like, but I don't need a laptop. I need a couch.
Yeah, right. Right.
I was like, I don't need the laptop I was going to get.
Fuck, I had something in the car for you, man.
Laptop? Oh, man, this is like my week.
I bought something for the man room, for the dude's room.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's a fucking, I'd say the car for you. I got it for you. I'm like, this would be nice. It's a Yankees, it's a wooden Yankee sign. It says bleachers section 150 that way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm like, this will look good, like right up above the television. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Nice. Can't wait till that room's done next year.
What's with that? What's the progress with that?
Now it's just like it's tedious because it's like I don't know. It's just like it's all tiled. The bathroom's all tiled. The mudroom's all tiled.
Right.
They just need to grout it now.
Right.
Like it's just like they never do anything for many hours in a day. It's always like, all right, we're gonna come today and we're gonna put the floor of the shower in. We have like the stone floor. Those little pebbles.
Right.
So we did that, and then he left. And then it's like he came back. Then there was like this fucking marble shit that goes on the base of the shower on the outside.
Yeah.
That the glass. So we came and put them in yesterday, and then left. It's like, it's never like let's bring everything and bang it out. It's like.
Well, see, here's the problem. I'll just tell you. With those two things, he can't work on it anymore. Like, so he can only set it and let it dry.
Yeah, I know,
so
but there's other things like outside, like get my lawn back. Like I've been trying to get him because they took a lot of the dirt, and then you have to fucking grade it and like,
is it roof and everything? Is all the roofing done on it? The whole
there's a roof. They do.
The roof materials done? Everything's done.
Yeah, but they have to do siding. There's a lot of other stuff outside while shit's drying inside.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? And
I wasn't sure where they were. So outside they do.
I don't know. I gotta call.
What about your room in general? The room, is it painted?
The room is painted. There's a floor. There's trim. There's the fan and the light.
Right.
It just has to be repainted because they nicked it up, putting in floor and trim. Right. Like
what you get? What kind of floor? The Pergo kind of floor?
Yeah, I got a medium gray Pergo floor with like blue walls with white trim.
Yankee colors.
Fucking Yankee colors. That's what I'm saying.
Fuck, this thing's gonna match because it's blue and gray. It's
fucking A. Even the couch came for that room. So we had bought a couch bed from Jennifer Convertibles, and the fuckers, they're like, yo, it's fucking in, man. I think I talked about this already on the cast. I feel like I'm repeating myself. But, so I was like, yes, they plopped it right in the middle of the room. I just let them leave it wrapped up because they got to finish up in there. But it's like.
But what else? They have to repaint? You just go touch up? Touch up,
paint. They got
all the outlets are in.
Paint. All the outlets are in. It's just, I don't know. It's just like it's like you're there. Like if you just fucking say fuck you to other people and fucking dedicate. Like,
does that room have a window?
Has I had two big windows put in. Like they look big for the room, but I wanted a lot of light to come in. So
okay,
you know what I mean. That's what Kerry's like. Wow, those are big windows. I'm like, yeah, because I didn't want just some box. Like I wanted it, if I wanted sunshine to come in and shit, nature.
Yeah.
And the bathroom looks phenomenal. I want to use it, man. Then the plumber, he fired the plumber.
Okay.
So then the new plumber, somebody died in his family like the day. Let me tell you something, dude. I don't know, my project, there's so much bad luck associated with it, with like workers, family, like, the guy was gonna come today, but his sister died.
What was that movie, Tom Hanks with the money pit?
Yeah. Well, this isn't even a money pit. It's not even costing. It's a time pit.
Right.
Because it's like, it's not. I'm not like throwing a bunch of money into this.
Right.
It's just they won't. It's just I can't get it moving.
Right.
Like I only have to pay them one more, the final.
Oh, really?
I feel like they would have wanted to. All right, let's get this final payment. Let's bang this out. But they're not urgent to get that.
Right.
I don't even care. Just get the inside done. I just want to live in there. You can take your fucking time with the outside. The winter's coming.
Right.
I'm 2 weeks away from being able to plant grass, so you're fucking that up on me. So that's going away. I'll have to sod next
insulation,
summer.
everything you insulation. You just need siding.
See, siding. They need to put the outside insulation and then the siding around that.
That you need for the winter to get you through. You won't be able to hang out in there in the winter.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah. No, I'm saying as long as you fucking like, I'm talking like the dirt outside. They still have to build a porch. They got to do the brick. Fucking.
Right.
There's a lot to do outside. Like, my fence is down so they can get equipment in. I can't even let my dog out. He's been in prison since February. He's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right.
Fucking squirrels fucking having their way with my backyard. And I just got to watch it through the window. Like, but what are you going to do, man? I don't want to.
That's good, man. It's a good problem to have.
No, it's a good problem to have. I just want to use the room, man. I had like dreams of like watching playoff baseball. This fucking in my room, just like chill. It's like,
you know what? Hopefully, if dreams come true, you'll have about 3 or 4 years of playoff baseball to watch.
Yeah, the way my luck's going, the room will be finished. The thing will be finished. The grass will be green. And Carrie will be like, I don't want to be married no more. I'll be like, perfect.
So you went all the way there. I was just like, the Yankees are going to be a shitty team. You're getting divorced.
No, I'm saying that'd be perfect. I just finished this nice addition, get the house all nice, knock down the shed, build the patio how I want, and then it'd be like, I'm not happy no more. All right, cool. Just getting this ready for the next people to live here. But I did see this project I want to do next year with I want to build a fucking fire pit area.
Right.
But I got this this tutorial on how to build benches, like a sectional wood bench out of wood pallets.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
nice.
Badass.
Yeah.
You put like fucking pillows on it and shit, but it's like it's real rustic, you know?
Right. A lot of words that Joe never really used ever, but that's cool.
I use rustic quite often, actually.
Really? You pepper in rustic throughout your day?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. Some people look at me, but it's like, hey, you know. How you feeling today, Joe? A little rustic.
Rustic. What did Falcon, what was the word he used to describe artisanary? What did he say?
Artisanal?
Remember he used the word to describe the show, that room. Artisanal, mediocre, or something like that. What did he say?
Why are you playing with your fucking thing again, man?
Damn.
Why do you have to?
Okay.
Yeah. The thing you're playing with is attached to the microphone you're using, so every time you play with it, you child. What do you fucking need a fidget spinner?
Yeah, I do actually. What was the word he used? I liked it.
Something mediocre.
Artisanal, was it?
Artisanal?
Artisanal.
Artistically mediocre?
No. Or not artistically.
No.
No.
I should
Artisanal.
call Falcon and find out.
Artisanal. Is that a word?
Mike Falcone is still the only person that's ever been a guest on our podcast.
I know. I'm going to keep it that way.
No one will ever be on it again. I'm going to call Falcone and see if he remembers.
The person you have dialed is not able to receive calls at this time.
Okay. Guess I don't have his number.
You do have his number. It looks like someone didn't pay a bill.
Fucking Falcon.
Oh, good Lord.
I thought it was artistically mediocre.
No.
Well, artisanal's like food and shit.
Yeah, because that's what we were talking about. Man, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, because you talked about that restaurant, how it's artisanal yet mediocre. What?
Yeah, now you're like awake. Like, yeah, that's what we're talking. I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying.
I just remembered it. I can't help that. You weren't remembering it either.
But it wasn't my conversation. It was you and him about food, and it just made sense. And I was like, what did that thing that he said last night? You're like, what? I don't know. You said it twice to you.
I'm sorry if I don't record all of Falcone's
How many times we hang out with that kid?
What?
How many times we hang out with him and you can't remember one conversation? That happened less
It's
than
raining today. You got to cut me some
hours
slack.
ago.
It's fucking raining today. It's hard to get going.
It's already going. There's almost going to go. It's 2:22.
The last thing on my mind is a fucking
Falcone.
conversation with Mike Falcone. There's a lot of things that got to go through my life and mind in a day to be like, remember that conversation with Falcone at the Versailles Diner?
Now that we got all that out of the way, let's think about Falcone.
Falcone could have been on a second episode of the podcast, but he ain't got no phone.
No, that's what he gets for no service. He's going to. He was driving Uber. I don't know what happened with that. So
probably killed somebody. Mike, your ratings are low because people aren't arriving.
Someone gave you a 1-star from the trunk. They don't like being in the trunk, they said.
Someone used their Uber to bring their grandma there, and grandma has yet to be there, Mike. It was 3 weeks ago. Where's grandma?
They say you're wearing her brooch.
Yeah. Poor
Nice
Falcon.
kid.
He's a very nice kid. We like Mike Falcone.
Yeah, we just say that because we don't want to die.
Yeah, he's a serial killer, at least in training.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be someone where we're all going to be on some sort of, news show talking about how we all knew but we didn't know.
Right, you'd be like, I didn't know. I know, but I didn't know.
Kind of knew, but you didn't know.
We were at the diner with him last night, and he ordered a fudge brownie sundae. She said there are no brownies, and he did give her a look.
But I didn't put two and two together when she went missing.
I didn't think he was going to turn her into brownies. I mean, who would ever think that?
It was coincidental that they said they found her with a brownie shoved in her asshole, but we didn't put two and two together.
Yeah, I mean, what are we?
What am I, detective?
What is this, America's Most Wanted? Come on. We're comedians. We do a podcast. We're not investigative reporters. I had posted an article before, and then I deleted it because I'm like, it's Sunday. I don't want to do this. I don't want to argue.
Right.
Because
I saw you post the thing. I didn't read what it was.
Because the person said addiction is not a disease, right?
It is.
So, what did you say?
What?
You said it isn't. That's fine.
I know.
But the way this person put it out, first off, I'm like, if you tell me addiction is not a disease and you've dealt with addiction, I can take your point of view.
Right.
But I'm sick of these people that never even battled it that have an opinion on it. It's like, if you don't have, how do you have any, what do you know?
Right.
So this person listed cancer does, like compared it to cancer.
Right. Which even like Bill Maher used to do.
It's fucking, you compare it to diabetes and fat people. Why do fat people get diabetes? Because they refuse not to eat the garbage. They have the opportunity not to eat the shit, but they do it anyway. Why? Because fucking addiction is a disease. And you get diabetes because you fucking eat the shit you're addicted to. You know what I mean? You have addiction to drugs because you keep taking the drugs you're not supposed to take. It's like, yeah, you didn't ask for it.
Right.
It's just I hate to try to compare it to cancer. It's
yeah, Bill. That's the one thing back in the day that it took me a long time to start watching Bill Maher on HBO because his big thing was disease. Come on, cancer, the disease. Like he used to always say that. It used to aggravate me.
Yeah.
He hasn't brought that topic up as much lately, so it doesn't bother me. But
hey, I got it right here. But continue. Yeah, go ahead.
But I've always said the disease part of like the way people in recovery like to use it is like, I'll compare, like people in recovery are like the most left-wing liberals you can find. They bitch about everything. They make everything so sensitive that you're like, everything's not this sensitive, right? People in the program, they try to blame every single fucking thing they have going on in their lives to an addiction, their disease. the way they think, the way they feel, it's a disease. Like, no, man. Everybody feels the way you feel. But when you put drugs in your system, for some reason, you get fucked up.
Yeah.
I stopped saying disease because I don't like the term. I just say I have, for whatever reason, I have an allergic reaction to drugs and alcohol. Whatever that reason is, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But when I put it in my system, I can't stop. And I never know what's going to happen. It's not like I can say, I'll have a beer and go home. I don't know that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, whether that's a disease or not, like, the word disease is too heavy for me, so I just go to allergic.
Well, this person's I just hate how stupid, like, she goes, cancer happens to you. Heart disease and kidney failure, they happen to you. No, they don't. Talk to any fucking doctor. Heart disease kills more people than anybody in this country, and it's the most preventable way to die. Like, you don't have to die from heart disease. We kill ourselves.
Right.
If you die of heart disease, you did it to yourself.
The majority of the people who die of heart disease, it was something due to their lack of health.
Yes, my cardiologist says it kills more people than anybody, and it's 100% preventable if you fucking want it to be.
Right.
But people don't want it to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like it's just unbelievable to me. And then she goes, what was it? These are diseases, kidney failure and heart disease. Yeah, kidney failure could happen, but it's probably what you're eating.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She goes, cancer doesn't have a 28-day rehab. You can't point to the exact moment the cancer started. Cancer can't be eradicated with hard work and self-discipline. Cancer doesn't give you satisfaction, a high, confident feeling, or enjoyable moment. Cancer doesn't make you the life of the party. You can't get cancer because your friends convince you to try it. It's like, are you for real, lady? Smack you in the face.
Especially those are convincing arguments if you were talking to a 9-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Your friends are good. Your friends can't convince. What are you talking about? Drug addiction doesn't start with a guy a 10-year-old kid who got convinced to drink a beer because his friends pressured him. That's not where it started.
Yeah.
If you're
addiction is a fucking disease. My uncle died of lung cancer because he was addicted to cigarettes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No,
addicted to it. It's a fucking disease. You know what I mean? He didn't stop. Right. It wasn't he didn't want. Maybe he didn't want to stop, but it wasn't like, oh, I just I'm just gonna that's what people don't have addiction understand. It's not like, oh, I could stop. I just choose to go until lung cancer.
Right.
Like nothing's keeping them going. It's an addictive substance you're putting in your fucking body, just like you keep putting fucking donuts in your gullet. Even though you're about to get type 1 diabetes.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, I hate people like this.
I get it. Addiction, disease, I get, I understand. I hate when people have to, like, I've always said this. If a group of people who are addicted to drugs believe they have a disease and they work hard to fight the disease and stay clean, why does it matter to you if they call it a disease?
That's my point. What are you trying to prove?
Right.
Like what's the point?
Exactly. Why does it matter? Is there a cancer patient feeling like, hey man, I have a disease. What the fuck does a cancer patient matter? So if all the drug addicts in the world decide to say, you know what, it's not a disease, our bad, cancer's going to go away. Now cancer's going to be less of a fact. You know what I mean? Well,
this dummy don't even understand cancer either. Because when my wife had cancer, I learned about it in the hospital. You talk to the doctors. We all have it in us.
Yeah.
It's whether it comes out. They don't know what starts it. They don't know if your shitty diet or some shitty environmental place you lived caused it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, get the fuck out of here. Let me tell you something. If you told people today, if they take their favorite thing they eat, whatever your favorite thing is that you just have, if you said you will never get cancer if you stop eating that. How about if you tell people if you sex or something, like something crazy to give up, you won't get cancer, they'll still get cancer.
Yeah. Right.
You know why? Because they have fucking mental fucking problems. Because mental problems is a disease. And that's why fucking people don't get the help they need, because people think, hey, it's willpower.
No, absolutely.
You're just selfish. You just want to do it. It's okay. That's a little selfish, yeah. You know what I mean? But it's like not everybody is.
But I also believe that once you stop using for a couple of weeks and get it out of your system for a couple of weeks, that now it's on you to stay clean.
Right.
Now, you may have things inside of you that are telling you, fuck it, it's okay, you'll be fine, don't worry about it. Things that maybe normal people don't have going on in them when they stop doing something.
Right.
But that's no excuse for you to pick up.
Right.
You got to grow up and accept the fact that you can't use. And that's not easy sometimes. Yeah. Right. That's not easy to stop. Like Frank is really bad, right?
Yeah.
Talking to him makes me, realize that he never really accepted the fact that he's got a disease.
Yeah.
He doesn't accept it. Whether he does anything about it or not, he just never accepts it. That's why he gets 2, 3, 6 months, a year, 7 months, 17 months, 18. He'll get time and then winds up drinking and drugging again.
Yeah.
Because when it comes time to drink and drug again, he just doesn't accept the fact that he can't.
Yeah.
And that's in him. His last time, he's been in the hospital, almost dead. His kidneys are shut down. He's been out of the hospital. He's had a chunk of his leg removed from overdosing. He lived under a bridge. I mean, he's had everything. You can't get worse places than Frank has been.
Right.
Then he gets up and his life is awesome. And then he comes to a point where he just can't accept the fact that he can't use.
Yeah.
And then he tries it again and ends up right back even worse than he was before he started.
Yeah, if you're active, you're in disease. Listen, there's people that take cancer chemo pills like my wife does, and they get side effects of it. And there's some people that give up taking those pills because they're sick of it.
Yeah.
And they call that a relapse when the cancer comes back.
Right.
You're living without your treatment. You're living without your treatment, so your cancer's relapsed, and you're going to die.
Right.
And that's how you associate it, if you want to associate cancer with addiction.
Right.
You've decided to stop your treatments, and now you're back in it, and now you're going to die.
Right.
Make 12-step meetings in rehabs equivalent to pills.
Right.
Because people do have the choice whether they want to get treated for their cancer or not. Some people choose not to.
Right.
I mean, even that show, Ray Donovan, the wife was like, I'm done with this. I'm done with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've seen people that go through cancer treatment say, I can't do that again. Like the stem cell transplant. It's so brutal.
Yeah.
At this moment, I can't say if I have to when it comes, if I'll do it again, but in this moment, in my mind, I'll never go through that again.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
I just don't understand what the big deal. Yeah, like I believe what you say is true. Is also you can't be like me being like, oh my disease kicks in when I start using. Like I'm choosing to stay clean now. I'm not battling forces of. I don't battle whether or not to take drugs on a daily basis.
Right.
That's not my battle.
Right.
You know what I mean? That went away after about 90 days. Honestly, 6 months maybe max if we push it.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I first got clean, 6 months. And I say that only because it was a lifestyle change.
Right.
I was trying to figure out what the fuck to do with myself on a daily basis.
Right.
So I had no hobbies. I had
nothing.
Yeah. Like try and change take your life now, even if you're a normal person, whatever you do day to day, and just change it all. You can't hang out with anybody you hang out with. You can't go to the job that you go to.
Yeah.
You can't hang around with your family. Go just find all new friends.
Yeah,
think about this. All new places to hang out. You'd be like, hey, this is kind of hard.
Think about this. Like your doctor tells you have early stages of diabetes. So you have to totally change your diet. Okay? That's going to be tough. But you also have to change where you go to eat, who you hang out with at night, what you do for fun.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want me to change my diet and everybody I associate with? Yeah, all of that. Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah. No.
Not easy.
No.
So, yeah, it takes some time to figure that out. But I believe the reason why the first step in the 12-step program is we admit we are powerless over our addiction. Well, that's where it comes. It starts right there. You have to admit that drugs and alcohol. That's why, to me, my debate with people in the program is the 12 steps don't help you admit you're powerless over addiction. You have to admit you're powerless over drugs and alcohol before you can do the 12 steps.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what makes you walk into the fucking meeting and say, I'm an addict.
Yeah, exactly. What made me come here? Because outside yesterday, I was like, fuck, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I didn't come here because I was like, man, my life is great. How can I improve it?
Yeah, no.
Let me go to a basement with drug addicts.
Get some shitty coffee.
Get some shitty coffee, some fucking generic cookies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like I want to I would, because this woman, first off, I'll get her name. She wrote for first off, her name is Judy Franco, right? She's a reporter for a radio station. So you write articles for a radio station. So what the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is that? I'm a print journalist for a radio station. Oh, are you, Dumbo? I'd love to come on 101.5 and like debate this whole issue if you even had a radio show.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's dumb. It's
right.
It's
at the end of the argument, let's say you debate and she makes points about cancer being a different disease, and you make points about disease, the drug addiction being a disease. At the end of the day, why does it matter, you cunt rag, if somebody who's struggling with addiction says I have a disease or not? Why? Are you afraid that the government's going to be? Is it because the government is spending some money towards fighting this disease?
Yeah. Is
that what it is? Because you get money too towards cancer. There's 1 billion people raising billions of dollars for cancer research. So is that your argument? Is your only argument that dollar amounts shouldn't be going to fight drug addiction because it's not a disease? Is that your thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd love to. Actually, she said she's sometimes a co-host on the Midday Show with Dennis Malloy. I'm going to call in that motherfucking show this week.
Is there anything in that point in there that says why she's so adamant to say it's not a disease?
She goes, "Here, I'll read her article to you.
What's the point?
It's titled "A 12-Step Guide to Show That Drug Addiction is Not a Disease."
Okay.
I'm sick and tired of hearing Chris Christie and everyone else saying we should treat addiction like a disease.
There you go. That's why.
Just like cancer or diabetes, and force insurers to pay for it.
That's the money. It's all about money.
Yep.
It's all about money, you piece of shit. You don't want to give money to people who are struggling with addiction. Now, I have struggled with addiction. I am a recovering addict, but I know that there's people that I associate with in recovery that are dirt bags. We don't give a fuck about staying clean. They're dirt bags. I don't care. Drugs and alcohol don't make every single person a dirtbag. Okay? Yeah. It's not the core of why people are dirtbags. Some people are just dirtbags.
Well, you notice how dumb, You notice how dumb she is? Because in the first sentence she goes, I'm tired of people saying it's a disease like cancer or diabetes, right? And then she tried to compare it to cancer. You know why? Because I bet if she tried making that same list with diabetes, she'd be like, oh, I guess I'm wrong.
Right.
That's what I want to call her show and be like, make that same list with diabetes, Dumbo.
Right. Right.
See, I'm going to be mean. That's why I can't call in. I'm so fucking...
Right, because...
It's the only disease where people try to convince you don't have it. That's why people don't get the treatment.
Right.
People like, you're fine. It's not
in your mind. It's in your head.
In your mind. It's willpower.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. What do you know if you've never been through it? My friend been through it. Oh, okay.
Right.
So your friend's been through it. That doesn't mean you.
Right.
And like you said, it's all about money. So if it's about money for you, so you don't want to pay people's treatment. You don't want insurance companies to pay for people's treatment, which is yet again another reason why insurance companies need to go bye-bye. Fucking get some.
Yeah.
That's why you know what I mean? Because you're garbage. You don't want to help people. Oh, you want to sell them opiates. You want to be in
exactly.
You want them to get the opiates for their pain. Then when they get addicted to it, you don't want to give them treatment.
Right. And you're telling me that when somebody takes a back pain medicine and they get addicted, that's not something fucked up inside your body that's making that happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
they don't want to call it a disease for some reason.
Then what is it then?
It's an
Something-
addiction, but they don't
some-
want to say it's a disease. I guess it's a choice you make.
But after a doctor says you got to take these pills for your back, and I start taking them, and now I'm hooked on them, and I didn't even know I was getting hooked on them. Now I am. Now I start feeling pain that aren't there. But I can't even say that out loud because I don't even know that I'm doing that. I start taking these pills, and now I can't get off them. I can't stop. Now I need 5 of them just to fall asleep at night. That was all my choice. Some of that is inside of me. Something is inside of me that's fucked up. Because I know people who, me for instance, I had pain in my shoulder. I was in a lot of pain. My doctor gave me medicine. If I go on the program, people, I have this thing inside of me. It's called the disease that no matter what happens, I'm going to get fucked up. But I took the pills, and after 5 days they were done. I didn't even take them for 5 days. I had like 2 left. I was like, I'm good. I don't need them anymore. I don't want them. But if I would have taken them for a month and a half, I would have been stuck. Why? Because something inside of me would have been woken up, and I would have been fucking hooked.
Yeah.
I don't know why that happens. It doesn't happen to everybody. But it happens to some people. But at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck if you call it a disease. They don't give a fuck if you compare it to cancer. They don't want to pay for it. That's it.
Yeah. They're pieces of shit.
They don't want to pay for it because they want to be one of those people, hey, you got problems. We got problems. I'm not paying for you to get out of your problems. Stop using and grow up. Like, yes, there's a whole lot of people stuck in using drugs that I know don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I know a whole
It's
lot.
just ignorant. It's ignorant.
But I also know a whole lot of people that have come through the doors of recovery that don't mind that lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know people who are okay with being dirtbags, man. That's just the way life is.
Yeah.
If everyone thinks that people who are living in the gutter or just like street people, like fucking dirtbags, not everyone has been doomed to street life. Some people like it.
I've had family members who just they want to be that.
Yeah. So
Listen, my dad was a drinker and been told by many doctors to not drink. You're not going to live long if you keep drinking. And he's like, I like drinking.
Right.
It's what I. Yeah.
Right.
I'd love to feel how you all feel.
Right. So that he
But
could
I
have
enjoy what
the
I
disease of alcoholism, but he didn't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, he knew he had alcohol. He knew it, but he didn't care. Like he, or did he? And it just had the grip on him.
Either way,
the only reason why. Yeah, either way. You know what I mean? Either way.
Right.
So listen, I seen it firsthand. I've lived it firsthand.
Right.
So
this woman writing the article, her, people that she might have talked to could be like your dad, like, I could stop. I don't want to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like your dad.
Yeah.
So they go, see, it's a choice. And to your dad, it was a choice. He knew he had a problem. He didn't give a fuck. That's what he wanted to do. And that's no shame on him. I'm not, you know what I mean? And then there's people who I don't want to be like this. I don't want to be like this. But I don't know how to stop the wheels from turning in my mind. They won't stop fucking turning.
Right.
And if you have never been there, shut your mouth. If you have never had your mind telling you, fuck it, you got to do it. You're never going to be able to live without drugs. You can't stay clean. Who the fuck are you? You're going to relapse in 3 days anyhow. Why bother trying? Yeah. If you don't have that happening in your mind, you need to shut the fuck up. Because a 30-day rehab gives you a break from having to do anything and lets your mind stop running your life for a minute.
Yeah.
And if you never desperately needed that 30-day break, then fuck you.
But I just hate the ignorance of it. It's like the word disease, by definition, says a particular quality, habit, or disposition regarded as adversely affecting a person or group of people.
Right.
Habit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Habit. It's like I hate, you can't make these. You're a garbage. You're an opinion piece person. You're not even a real journalist. You're just putting your opinion out there like a piece of shit.
Right.
without even researching what the fucking word means. You said, did it not it? Did it not it? I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say now. Did it not is. That's wrong. That it's not.
Whoa. Just slow down.
I know. I'm so angry. Fuck Judy Franco. That should be the name of this episode. Fuck 101.5 Judy Franco.
Does each of the 12 steps have like the bold headline and what it is, and then it goes into a? What are the 12 steps? Let me hear.
Well, no. I was reading them off before. 1, cancer doesn't have a 28-day rehab.
Okay.
2, you can't point to the exact moment the cancer started.
Okay.
3, cancer can't be eradicated. Let me tell you something, lady. I can't point to the exact point my addiction started because there was a few years there as a young teenager where there was no addiction. I was just having a time of my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know what day it started. Probably in that week I really started doing a lot of coke. But, you know, we'll see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Next.
3, cancer can't be eradicated with hard work and self-discipline.
Right.
Cancer doesn't give you satisfaction, a high, a confident feeling, or enjoyable moment.
Okay.
5,
So hold on. We're comparing cancer and addiction. Addiction doesn't give you
a
high or a feeling of
drugs do.
Drugs do.
Addiction is what brings you back to the drug.
Addiction sucks.
Yeah.
Drugs and alcohol are awesome. Addiction sucks.
Right.
Okay. Next.
Let's go back to the first one. Cancer doesn't have a 28-day rehab. No, cancer, you go to the hospital. I lived with my wife at Sloan Kettering for a month while she got a stem cell transplant.
Right.
It was essentially a rehab to get her back on her fucking feet, dummy. Like,
so next.
5, cancer doesn't make you the life of the party.
Neither does addiction. Nobody wants to
means nothing.
When you're addicted, when you're an addict, you ain't the life of shit.
No. 6, you can't get cancer because your friends convince you to try it. Well, you don't get addiction for that either.
Because I'll tell you right now, the first time the guy handed me cocaine, he was like, yo, bro, try this, man. It's going to fuck your life up, bro. Give that a shot. Now.
Yeah.
Go on.
7, we don't know exactly what caused your cancer. And don't say smokers caused their cancers because though we know smoking can cause cancer, we don't know definitely if your cancer was directly caused by your smoking. That's a long one, and you're trying to talk out both sides of your mouth there, dummy.
Absolutely. We know smoking causes cancer. We just don't know if smoking causes your cancer. What?
Yeah, because people that smoke that don't get lung cancer, that's how they get out of that. It's like,
and there's people who do drugs and alcohol that don't have a fucking addictive problem.
Yeah. So. 8, you can't spend money, steal money, or sell yourself for money to buy cancer.
Well, nobody buys cancer.
Nobody buys cancer.
Yeah,
who buys cancer? So your whole argument.
This is childlike.
This person is dumb.
Yeah.
9, you'll never get in trouble with the law or go to jail for cancer.
Right.
Okay. All right. You have 1. I'll give you.
No.
No, yeah. That's not even good.
Yeah. Because addiction. What are you talking about? Pain meds that I am given by my doctor. I wouldn't go to the hospital. I wouldn't get arrested for that either. But I still am addicted.
Right.
If somebody gives me pain pills and I'm taking them as prescribed, but I'm still addicted, I'm not going to jail.
Yeah.
But I'm addicted.
10, cancer doesn't feel good. Addiction doesn't feel good. I don't know if you ever met somebody in the throes of addiction. It don't feel good.
No, and don't tell me it was a choice to be there because nobody chooses to be miserable.
No. 11, after you recover from cancer, you've never attempted to slip back into it.
You don't have control over that because cancer will just do whatever it wants to with you. Addiction will sometimes tell you, you know what? Go fucking drink a beer.
Right. But she doesn't believe in that.
Yeah.
12, you don't lose friends and family because you have cancer. In fact, you tend to gain more.
Okay, but these are childlike arguments for 2 serious problems. You're making them that simple. They're dumbing them that down. You're dumbing them that. You're trying to compare that. It's like you can't drive. The difference between airplanes and cars. You can't drive to Europe. It's like, I know I can't drive. So there you go. Planes are better.
She goes, to reiterate, if you're not sure if you have a disease, here's the litmus test. If you can stop it with a combination of faith, self-discipline, support from friends and family, hard work, and the strong desire to beat it, it's not a disease. Let me tell you something, you dummy. I've been in cancer wards where it is a lot of faith and discipline and support from family and friends and desire to beat it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The drugs do help, but you need, I'm telling you, the positive feeling. Have you ever met somebody with cancer, you dummy? How do you come with these points? Yeah. It insults me that she even uses cancer in this way.
Right. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. She made these dumb, simple points about two serious issues.
It's like
cancer patients should be like, "What are you talking? You're comparing my suffering to that? Why would you compare us? I don't need to be compared. I'm suffering. I don't need you. What battle are you fighting right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What are you fighting? For us to have the right to use the word disease and not a drug addict? I don't give a fuck if they use the word disease. I'm fighting a disease on my own. I don't care what they're doing.
Right.
A real cancer patient doesn't give a fuck what a drug addict says.
People just think taking drugs is a choice. It's just that's what they think.
And I'm going to, on their side, doing drugs and getting high and drinking beers is a choice.
Yeah.
What happens to some people, not everybody, to some people is there's something that happens that makes us addicted and can't stop. And then we stop being rational, we stop thinking straight, and we fuck everything up just from drugs and alcohol. From going out and having a beer and smoking a joint and doing a line or popping a pill with your friends to a disaster, or going to the doctor because your fucking leg hurts, to hooked on pills and you can't stop and you fuck your whole family up.
Yeah.
That's not choice, man. That just had been spiraling out of control and you had no idea it was even there. I talked to one of my friends who she was in the program and she was out of the program, and then she had back problems, taking back medication, and then she goes, I did not see it coming. She's like, 6 months later, I couldn't live without the pills. And she's like, I call my doctor and I'm like, how do I do this? And they're like, you have to wean yourself off. You got to take. She's like, I was kicking pills. Out of nowhere, I became addicted. And she goes, I was so miserable. I would sleep all night. I would sleep when my days off. I wouldn't get out of bed. She goes, it was just like I was using. She goes, It just out of nowhere. That's a disease that just hits you out of nowhere. But I, as a person who has been in the program, who is clean and sober, I don't like the heaviness of the word disease like people in the program like to use. Now, this has nothing to do with insurance. I believe insurance should help pay for rehab to help people battle those early days of trying to get clean. It isn't oh, well, I'm done type of fucking event.
Right.
No matter what you think. What's her name?
Judy Franco from New Jersey 101.5.
Judy Franco from New Jersey 101.5. No matter how you think, like say everything you say is right. When you're addicted and you decide it's time to stop, it doesn't happen with I'm done. It doesn't happen like that. Just so you know, it takes a lot of hard work. Like you even said 3 or 4 times in your point, it takes a lot of hard work and support. That is rehab. That is facilities and doctors and professionals that can help you, support you getting better so you can get 30, 40, 50 days away from the last time you got high and you have a fighting chance. Those things cost money, and your health insurance, that's a health issue, should pay for that so you can get healthier.
Exactly. It's just I hate to say it's a fucking another dumb Republican stance on this. Not all Republicans feel this way, but that's a fucking very conservative fuck you, blame the victim.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself, Judy. Fucking fuck you. 101.5. The fuck out of here.
And the thing is, you want to listen back to this podcast way before we start talking about your dumbass. We've hit this topic before. We hit this topic from 2 guys who were strung out on drugs, 2 guys that were deep in recovery. You want to hear my point of view about what I feel about addiction and the disease, you can listen to many of these podcasts. You'll hear it for real. It has nothing to do with you. I'm just reiterating shit I've already talked about. You're insignificant. You're an asshole that doesn't want to pay for people who are struggling because you want to make one of those points about fuck those deadbeats. Tell them to get up and get a job and get better on their own. That's your point about everything.
Yep.
That's who you are. You're a privileged white fucking mook.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you for bringing that up. That fucking cleansed my soul.
Yeah, that's what needed to be brought up. That was what the cast needed to be today.
That's right.
Fucking, it was a good cast though. Sorry we skipped it last week, people. If you stuck with us this long, we had a lot going on, or I did, and couldn't get to it. So.
Yeah, okay. And the week just gets away from us.
It just
once it hits Monday or Tuesday, it's like there's no midweek cast. It's just hard.
It's hard, yeah. And I want to thank all the new listeners that came on. Our numbers spiked in the past few weeks. I appreciate you guys for people out there in Tennessee I hear are listening. So welcome aboard Tennessee. I've never been to Tennessee, so I don't know how you found us, but we appreciate you listening consistently.
You know what? And we were doing live. And I like the live. I like the live. I mean, now that there's ways to go on all kinds of platforms and be live all the time, I liked it. I kind of was leaning towards wanting it to be more special, the live event.
Yeah.
But weekly, we didn't do it this week because, circumstances.
Yeah.
But I like the live, but I mean, and I know that going live puts us in different algorithms.
Yeah.
More people see us.
Yeah.
But I like it to also be a special thing, too. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I think if we have weekly listeners, and in the beginning of the podcast, we always said, thanks for listening, thanks for tuning in. And then once a month, we go, hey, guys, guess what? We're going live in 2 weeks. I think if we have weekly listeners who are hearing the first 20 minutes of our download, and we say we're going live next week at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe they'll tend to.
Yeah, we'll just go live every week. Fuck it when we can. Just if you're there, you're there. If you're not, you can. It's always up there to watch the video.
Yeah, no,
even
I
if
know
you're not
that.
watching live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good. I like the live. We'll be going live next week. Maybe we'll do a quick turnaround this week and put out this one Sunday, and maybe we'll go live this week again instead of waiting for a whole nother week. We'll see. We'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah.
We'll see how it shakes out. You never know. I'm gonna upload this shit in a little while.
What voice is this? What are we doing? What happened?
I don't know.
You got almost like a game show host voice? Is that what happened?
That was game show host?
I don't know if it was. It wasn't. It's like a little Jerry Seinfeld just came out of you. What happened?
I guess. What's the deal with live broadcast?
Deal with live.
You go live.
Dude, I texted last night. You didn't answer. You must have passed out. But
Texted me?
that Black Sabbath.
Oh, yeah, I saw that this morning.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the?
No, I haven't watched it yet. No.
Well, I guess it's a special of their last tour.
Yeah.
So final. I think it's the end of day, whatever the name of the show is, and it's like shows a concert, but in the middle of the concert, like them in the back talking and like just interviews throughout the concert. But it was like, but watching that drummer fucking do his thing, bro. That dude was amazing.
Oh yeah, it's on Showtime. I should go watch it.
Yeah, man, it's really good. It's really good because it's so funny what he did at the show, the way he performed.
Uh-huh.
There was one thing that irked me every time we were for the whole show. He would be like, "Let me see your hands." Like he just kept saying, "Let me see your hands."
Yeah.
And then he would just stop. He would look out at the audience with the stare and be like, "Come on, hands!" And then they would just clap above his head, and he would do that every 3 minutes. They're like, "Come on, hands!" And I was like, "Enough with the hands." But he does it, and he did the same act outs for every show.
Yeah.
The same, hey, where you going with your hands? Let's go. Like, what the fuck, Ozzy? You see us singing? You gotta clap too?
Fuck
Come on.
Ozzy.
But what was good about the list on Showtime is when we were there, you don't get to hear him because everyone around us is singing and screaming.
Yeah.
But on Showtime, you get to hear just him singing. Wow, man. He sounds like he did fucking 40 years ago.
Right.
It's awesome. Gotta watch it.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I'm tired. I need a nap.
Oh, yeah, well, it's beautiful nap weather, bro.
Let's see. Is Mike ready with his plugs?
Hey, you know what I was thinking?
What?
I'm not ready with my plugs.
No, you didn't get that on your smartwatch? Can't just tilt your arm up and get your plugs right there?
My watch is attached to this wrist, so it's not that smart.
Ah. Well, I'll tell you, this week I will be...
I know where we're at, though. Go.
I don't know if it's open to the public, but Mike and I are doing a benefit for some autism group at St. John's University in Greenwich Village.
That's not a plug at all.
No?
I don't know if it's open to the public.
Right.
Me and Mike are doing some autistic group.
I'm asking you. I was saying, is it open to the public?
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll do it.
All right. Well, anyway, Friday and Saturday. Friday, I'll be opening up for Kevin Farley, Chris Farley's brother, at the Comedy Cove. And Saturday, I'll be opening up for 2 shows at the Comedy Cove with Gilbert Godfrey. So that's in Springfield, New Jersey. So come out to one of those shows. And Mike, what do you got?
All right. So Friday, Joseph, myself, and Kirk Smith, my old buddy who's a New Yorker, our good friend who moved to L.A., is coming back in town for, it's Friday, November 3rd, at 6:30, between 6:30 and 9:30. It's the Autism Acceptance Fundraiser, Autism by Special Citizens Futures. They're the autistic group in New York. This group is a nonprofit group that provides housing and assistance to adult autistic people, like older teens and adults with autism. So they provide, travel back and forth to facilities, and provide housing, and they take care of them. They come by, take them out for grocery shopping and stuff like that. So it's a fundraiser for that. If you go to the website, if you go to my Facebook, there's a link for the event. Go to that link, and it'll take you, and you can buy tickets. And now it's a real fundraiser. It's not like one of these things we're doing for, St. Joe's football team. This is a real fundraiser for a real nonprofit group in New York City. So the tickets range from $75 to $5,000. They can donate. So just go there. Maybe you could sit. It's going to be a small event, like 80, 90 people, very intimate. So come out. That's Friday.
Boom.
And Saturday, the day after Friday, I'm in Smithtown Performing Arts Center doing a fundraiser for the, I think, Smithtown Firehouse.
Okay.
So that's next Friday and Saturday, the 3rd and the 4th.
All right. So go to Mike Gaffney.
New Jersey and Target. You can go to during the week. Just go to a random Target in North Jersey. You might see me.
Yeah, just go unplug any light bulb fixtures, and Mike will go there and fix it.
And get credit for it.
Get credit for it. So go to MikeGaffneyLive.com to see all his future dates. Go to JoeFernandez.net to see all my future dates. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for downloading. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.